back. I'm back. Let's get it. Make sure I say this at the beginning of this video. I got a swollen gum, so if I'm talking weird, you know, some kind of talking weird, that's all this is about. Okay. Gum is swollen. But anyway, um, so I'm gonna go back to what I was talking about in my last live. So once bodybuilding becomes a lifestyle, one of the key factors that let you know, like, wow, I have really made bodybuilding a lifestyle. Like I done really made bodybuilding a lifestyle. It's when life circumstances don't stop you or get in the way of what you're doing. That's when you know you've made the bodybuilding lifestyle. It's when you can legitimately, consistently keep doing what's necessary to reach your goals in bodybuilding, regardless of the life circumstances happening. It could be a number of things. It could be financial. It could be financial situation, financial issues. It could be relational issues. You know what I'm saying? Relationship issues. Once you start continually and consistently and continuously doing your thing with bodybuilding, that's when you know you made it a lifestyle. And I'm gonna keep it real. It takes time to get to this point. You know, I mean, everybody's different. I guess it depends on your life, where your mental health is at, where your emotional health is, where your physical health is. I think a lot of these things come into play with that. But for most people, I mean, it does take some time unless you started off young and that's all you know. You know, unless you had somebody like train you up into a bodybuilder. Your father was a bodybuilder. Your mom was a bodybuilder. Your uncle was a bodybuilder. Your cousin was a bodybuilder. And they started with you when you was young. You know, a lot of people like that usually get it pretty fast. But you know, if you didn't have any type of influence as a kid, you know, in the direction of bodybuilding and stuff like that, it's probably gonna take some time to get to that point. But I'll tell you one thing: when you do get to that point, it's so rewarding and it's so special. You know, it's a special moment. Like right now, like my gum being swole, yo, it's super excruciating to eat. I had to force myself to eat, bro. You know, and it was rough. Like this morning, I couldn't even really finish my meal, yo. Couldn't even finish my meal because my gum is so swollen, dog. It's so painful. And I just stuffed in what I could, but that's what I mean about bodybuilding and the dedication. And you know, I didn't always have this type of dedication. That's why I say it takes time. For some people, it takes time. For some people, it don't take that long. Some people are like, yo, this is it. You know, there's some people's lives, it fits perfectly for them to be able to live a bodybuilding lifestyle. You know, it just works out that way. You know, or some people may have their life in order, so in order that they can, you know, they can fit into a bodybuilding lifestyle fairly quickly. That wasn't me. Yo, that wasn't me at all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know, dealing with the different things I was dealing with the, you know, the mental and emotional stuff, um, dealing with financial issues, dealing with relationship issues, which go back to the mental and emotional stuff. Nah, but developing a bodybuilding lifestyle really took some time for me, man. It really took time. But I'm gonna tell you, every single second, every calorie of energy, it's been worth it, bro. It's transformed my life for the better. Every aspect of bodybuilding, everything that I'm learning about bodybuilding, it's blessed my life for the better. And let me make this clear. I don't view bodybuilding. Like I don't idolize bodybuilding. You know, bodybuilding ain't my God. I believe that God has blessed me with bodybuilding. This has emotionally, it's made me stronger. It's made me a lot smarter and wiser. Like one of the things that I can't wait to do, and I hope and I pray that God give me the opportunity to do it. But I want to do a TED Talk one day. And in that TED Talk, my TED Talk is going to be about how bodybuilding can literally transform your life and lead you in the direction of success. And I know that's going to kind of throw people off. It's going to throw people off because they're going to be like, what? You know, I believe that it was a message from God. This is my personal belief. To be able to correlate order and structure with bodybuilding and understanding how all aspects of your life need that same type of order and structure. Like that right there, that alone, that's become a game changer, bro. Like the aspect of order and structure, and like how the order and structure that you need in bodybuilding. What's the order? The order is literally following a plan, bro. What's the structure? The structure is structuring your plan to meet the specific goals that you want to meet in bodybuilding. Okay, so order would be to actually implement the plan, right? The order would be to implement the plan. Consistently implementing the plan. When you consistently implementing the plan, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when you're consistently following the sequence, the patterns, the methods? You have no other choice but to reach said goal. And so that everything that you need to do will bring about said goal. As long as you stay in order, sequence, and as long as you structured it, will meet your. And when God, this is what I believe, y'all. When God was dealing with me, Kev, you didn't gain a lot of information. You didn't learn a lot of things that you were supposed to learn as kids because of your environment, because of the state of who raised you, because of all these different things. There's things that you didn't gain. So I'm going to teach you how to do this now. And I believe that that's when he started to show me the same order and structure that I applied to bodybuilding. I need to apply that to my relationships. I need to apply that to my finances. I need to apply that to my business life. I need to apply that to being a father. I need to apply that to being a husband. I need to apply that to being a leader. And I believe that God told me, Kevin, the reason why you are not succeeding in the way that I will for you to is because you're not following my will. You're not doing what I'm telling you to do. You know, and having this hyper focus view on bodybuilding and like me just focusing on bodybuilding, I still was failing at that. Because in all truth, man, like hyper focus is always gonna be unhealthy, man. Too much of any good thing isn't good for you. Like hyper focus is always gonna be unhealthy. And that's the thing that God revealed to me. That's why I'm so thankful. Like if y'all look back at me 6 months ago, bro, I was 280 pounds, man. Struggling, bro. I was struggling. I was struggling to get lean, man. It wasn't until God started revealing this truth to me, man, and like it's literally changed my life. Like I was struggling. And now that I'm starting to implement the same approach to all aspects of my life, I'm like, oh wow, now things are starting to kind of come together. Like now I'm starting to now I'm starting to succeed. Like now that I'm not hyper focusing on bodybuilding, it's actually helping me succeed more in bodybuilding. It's actually helping me succeed more in bodybuilding, man. And I mean, that right there is a powerful gym. But like, if I do a TED talk, that's gonna be a big part of my TED talk because this is when my life started to change. Yo, it was literally when God revealed to me, Kevin, you have to start adding order and structure in all of your facets of life, not just bodybuilding. Hey, Jonathan Nathaniel, salute, brother. Salute, salute. Glad you're here, man. Salute. Yo, that was a game changer for me, man. Can't even lie about it. And like I know that God allowed me to go through things so that He can use me for it, help me, bless me through it, and help me pass it on to somebody else. So that's what I'm doing today, y'all. Order and structure is the way. Order and structure is necessary in everything. And I wasn't taught this. I wasn't taught this at all. I was taught just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? I was taught just go with the flow. And you don't really reach the goals that you want to reach when you just go with the flow. Because the flow is ever changing. You know what I'm saying? The flow is ever changing. So you can't just go with the flow. You go with the flow and you're gonna end up somewhere you ain't even intend to be. And that's a short story of my life. You go with the flow and you end up somewhere you ain't even intend to be. I had all these goals, man, to accomplish. If I was on YouTube 14 years ago, right? I don't even was YouTube, yeah, YouTube was out. If I was on YouTube 14 years ago, man, y'all would have been like, yo, this dude is woo. This dude, he ambitious and he's super pumped up about all these things he wants to do. But I just lack order and structure, man, and that's why I didn't achieve it. I could have achieved some of the stuff I was saying, man. I know I could have. There's no doubt in my mind. I was talented. I had the ambition. You know, I had the ambition. I might have lacked some drive. You know what I'm saying? I might have lacked some drive back then, but I definitely had the ambition and I definitely had the passion. You know, I had that passion, I had that ambition, and I had the mind for it, creative. But see, what causes a lot of creative people to fail is literally the lack of structure, order and structure. You can be the most talented, creative, passionate, ambitious dude in the world, man, but if you don't have order and structure with what you're trying to do, you're not going to succeed. And that's something that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was so focused on watching all these videos back then where, you know, The Secret and, you know, I was reading Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, which was a pretty decent book. It was a pretty decent book, but it was just too focused on this aspect of just thinking things into existence. And in all honesty, it takes more than that. It takes more than that. You know, if you put some order and structure to your thinking, maybe you will have those results. But you know, I just was so immersed with this idea of all it takes is just belief and thinking and, you know, believing in this and constantly visioning, you know, envisioning things. And I was on like some new age type ish, even though what I was learning wasn't new age. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even new age. You know, I was reading Think and Grow Rich. I mean, that book, Napoleon Hill, he wrote that book back in like, what is it, the 50s, 40s? That's an old book. It's powerful. But see, God had better plans for me. And I'm so thankful that I did not succeed in what it was I wanted to do. Back then, I wanted to be a rapper, and I was talented at it. You know, I wasn't the best in the world, but just being gifted to be able to just come off the top of their head, just spitting bars and stuff. Like people knew me for that. Like I was known for that. You know what I'm saying? I was known for that. Just my freestyling capability probably could have got me somewhere. It could have got me on 106 and Park. It could have got me, you know, on Rap City. It could have got me somewhere. And eventually I probably would have got a deal. But I thank God that he didn't allow that to happen, because guess what, y'all? I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I remember when I first got the idea to get on YouTube, and it was back in 2009. It was way before I even did YouTube, y'all. Like I remember when I first got the idea to get on YouTube, and this is back when I was with my first mother, my child, yo. And my son wasn't even born yet. And I never forget, I told her, I was like, yo, I could really do something with this fitness stuff. Because I always been active, even back when I was drinking and all that. Drinking and smoking, I still was fit, and I still was into fitness. You know, I had my own regimen and stuff I would do at home, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, you know. Sometimes I go to the gym maybe once or twice a week, and, you know, I looked all right. I was average, you know, I was pretty decent. But my point is, I remember I told her, I was like, yo, I should hop on YouTube. I was like, yo, I probably could lead a lot of like dudes to get fit and stuff. And she just kind of was looking at me like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Kind of looking at me like, nah, bro, like that. And I let that discourage me, you know? I let that discourage me. So I didn't do it. And I started focusing back more on like rapping and all that. And, I did my thing, man. I did some performances, and, you know, I was going somewhere with it. People were knowing me of that, and like I was doing my thing. Didn't really have a lot of records and stuff like that, but I had like recorded material that people would listen to, like freestyles and stuff, and it didn't work out. And I just thank God that it didn't. Because what I see what's going on with that industry now, man, I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I wouldn't want to be a part of that industry, bro. And that industry is wicked. And had I become successful with that, I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing now. And I'm very passionate about what I do now. I'm passionate about helping people transform. I'm passionate about teaching about bodybuilding, fitness. You know, and I believe that God is leading me in a direction to be a life coach. And I'm super happy and passionate about that and excited about that. I don't think I would have been doing that had I made it big with rapping or did all that. So I thank God it didn't work out, man. I'm excited about what he's leading me to do now. Fitness, coaching, bodybuilding. That's passion, bro. I'm thankful for that. So, look, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip, man. Salute. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, man. I'm out.